Citizens, how is everyone today? We are flying towards Barton Flats Aid Shelter. The reason why we're doing that is because with the upcoming wipe, we're still trying to kind of just have fun, explore, do some things we've never done before, and I am putting myself on a quest. Now, if you saw the title of this video, you know what I'm trying to do is I want to go try to find a Picoball. I have never found a Picoball. So I know where the locations are. I know where you could possibly find them, and they're actually sometimes pretty good places for loot. So there are places where we can try to find some goods that we might not find in other places. We might find some pretty cool things in the loot crates that are there, and so we're heading off to the different areas. Now I'm going to put the list of the different areas up on the screen, but Barton Flats here is a location that I'm going to start out with. Now this place here is on Aberdeen, and it is the only location that I know of on Aberdeen. There may be others, so if I miss any, let me know. There is also on Microtech, there's Port Wain and Caljoun Pass, I believe. Daymar has 2 locations, Dunlow Ridge and Wolf Point, I think. Yella has another 2. Talarine Divide, I think it's called, in Nakamura Valley, and then Selin has Ashburn and Mogote, I can't remember what that one's called as well. So I'll put the list of the locations up on the screen here. These are the ones that I know of. They are all identical in their own ways. So what that means is when you land at them, it's the exact same setup. It's the same design. They've kind of cut and pasted them around, and that's why you go and look at these ones, because there's always a chance of the Picoball being at these locations. I don't know what the percentage is, but I have never found one, and so that's my goal. I thought I'm going to see if I can find one by checking out these locations. So nighttime here, we're coming in for a landing. Pretty easy to see, and you'll see how quick it is to loot these, because there it is, one little building. We're going to go land out in front here. Now this one is on a little bit of a ridge, so you got to nestle in. If you have a small ship like this, now I am in the cutter, giving the cutter a really good work here, because I haven't really flown the cutter that much, but I'm really liking it. As far as a starter ship, I think this is probably one of the best starter ships that you could have. It is terrific. I know I love the Aurora. It's still a ship that I really love, but the cutter is really impressing me. It is a step above. It is a more expensive ship, but right now, until I think the 10th, so I'm filming this on the 6th, I'll probably have this out on the 7th. I'll have this out on Saturday. Probably not until late by the time I'm done all the editing and putting this out. So either Saturday or Sunday. That's only leaving you a day or so to pick this up if you would like at its reduced price. It's still for sale for $40. And that comes with lifetime insurance. So I'm looking on those beds. That's supposed to be where the Pico is, but there is nothing there. No loot crates here. Nothing. That's disappointing. Sometimes you can find one of these passes full of red loot crates, or at least something to loot, but I don't see anything here. I don't think I'm missing anything. That's it. One building, absolutely nothing. That's too bad. So the cutter, still for sale. I'm guessing on the 10th, that'll be the last day that it's going to be for sale. They're going to update that, and you won't be able to get this for free, or not for free, but for reduced price with lifetime insurance. After that, it'll just go into a standard cost and the standard insurance, which will be either 3 or 6 month. I can't remember what it's going to be, but it's cool. I like it. Definitely worth the $40. Now that there's nothing there, we are on our way to Crusaders. So around Hurston, as far as I know, on Aberdeen, Barton Flats is the only place we could check, and we kind of struck out there. You could bed log, come back, do that over and over again, but that's not the quest I gave myself. My quest I gave myself is on this server, is there a Picoball? So I'm going to check out all the locations. Instead of bed logging and then coming back in and checking, or maybe 1 or 2 passes, like if you're on Microtech, Port Wain and Caljoun, I think, are close together, or If not, Dunlow Ridge and Wolf Point on Daymar, I believe, are very close together. So you could just fly between those two, server hop and fly between those two, and that's not what I'm going to do. Instead, what I want to do is I want to just see by checking all these locations, giving myself the quest to actually travel around. I will say I am super impressed with the cutter because look at the Quantanium fuel being used. Expect this to be nerfed, absolutely, because it's a little bit too overpowered, I think, as a starter, where you could just fly forever on this thing and not use any Quantanium. Like, I've hardly used a sliver by jumping around, but we are heading now to Crusader, and from there, we are going to be heading to all 3 moons. All 3 moons around Crusader are going to give us a chance to find the Picoball. Arriving at Daymar now. So, from Crusader to Daymar, about 58,000 kilometers. We're going to go check out Dunlow Ridge and Wolf Point. Those will be the first 2 places we look. I also say I'm really impressed with the cooldown time of the cutter. So from that large flight from Herson all the way to Crusader, it cooled down almost instantly compared to a lot of the other bigger ships. Looking around here, a lot of waypoints that we're just scanning. Of course, I'm looking around and I can't find either Dunlow or Wolf Point. I'm looking. I could use the F2 menu and do a big quick search, but there we go, Dunlow. That'll be the first one we go to. So, first one I found. You could use F2 and kind of scan the planet and set a marker, but really sometimes it's just easier for me just to fly around. They have to improve the mapping system. That would be great. Anyone who hasn't really flown a lot in Star Citizen might notice one of the tricks I'm doing is when I arrive around this corner, I do not turn off my quantum drive. Leaving my quantum drive on shows me the marker for Dunlow, so I know where I'm aiming. If I turn the quantum drive off, that marker will disappear. So for at least until I'm maybe about 6,000 away on a lot of places, I like to keep it on so that I know the heading, I know that I'm there. So we're kind of upside down here. We're going to rotate around. Look at that cooldown. Cooldown's done. Ready to go. 22 kilometers away. We're going to start heading in, flying in. Scroll wheel up so I can get some good speed. Also, the altitude on this moon is working, so maybe it's going to be one of those servers where that's actually kind of working and I don't have to just judge my distance from the ground. If you're ever on the moon and they haven't fixed the altitude in the moon and you can't tell how high you're up, just sometimes I like to hit tab and scan for rocks on the surface and then use those rocks to tell how far up I am. So this is what happens. You turn off the quantum drive, you can't actually see how far away you are. So having it on will allow you to see, but I do know where I'm aiming. And so now I'm just coming on in. I'm about 1,400 meters over the surface, heading up to this ridge. You can see there's kind of a horseshoe shape of these mountains here. So I'm just going to head into that horseshoe shape, and that is where the next shelter is. The lights are showing up before the actual structures. Now we have the little antenna building, and there we go. It's popped in now. Again, exactly the same layout. Exactly the same when we walk in. Hopefully not the exact same. Hopefully we have some lootable crates that are worth checking out in here. Just gonna land over here in this awesome little ship. Engines will go off, and then we can get out of our seat. Let's check it out. Nice. Got kind of a weird artifact here. Something to do with the lighting, maybe the renderer. With Gen 12, we'll see if stuff like that still happens. In a lot of the caves, especially on Aberdeen, I've noticed that happens when you first start getting into the cave. So hopefully stuff like that kind of gets solved, at least for... Maybe it might be my video setups. Let's head into the airlock here. I haven't been fired out of the airlocks. That seems to be improved based on what it was like before. No loot crate there. Nothing there. Nothing on the bed. Nothing over there. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. What is with this server? Nothing to loot in this place either. Strike 2. Well, luckily we don't have as far to go this time. I don't have to fly millions of kilometers to another planet. We don't even have to go to a different moon. There is one more location on this moon that I'm going to check out. So once we get into our pilot seat, we are going to set that up. this is something that kind of does annoy me. Not necessarily about the cutter, but with most Star Citizen ships in general. Things like the Gladius, some of the ships where you climb into the cockpit, the Aurora, for instance, is one I love. When you get in your seat, you climb into your seat. There we go, Wolf Point, super close to Dunlow. So if you wanted to server hop, this would be a good location. You just check out this location, fly to the next. If you don't find anything, I like to go up into the air a bit so that you can log out in your bed and not worry about falling through the geometry of the planet when you come back in. Then, when you log back in, you can get back in, fly down, try these two again, and that might be a lot quicker. But yeah, so I like the Aurora animation. You get in your seat, you kind of climb around and get into the seat. It's a lazy thing that all these ships have where you sit in the seat and the animation is turn around, sit down, and rotate you into the position. It means that when they're designing these ships, they don't want to make custom animations for entering each cockpit, and so the easier way is just to have these rotating seats. I'm not a fan of the rotating seats or the seats where you get in and they slide into the position. I would love to have where your character enters realistically every seat that is in your ship. So I'm not a fan of these rotating seats. To me, it's kind of more of a gimmick than like a useful, practical way to have the cockpit of these ships. It would give you a little more room inside the interior of the ship as well. So it'd be great if they changed that, but I don't think any of these ships are going to change this. I think this is going to be the new standard for any new ship. Is that how you get into it, either from the side or you get rotated into position. Wolf Point here, 20 kilometers away. I like that we're in the daylight for both of these, so we don't have to really worry about too much about navigation or hitting the surface. Although, again, the altitude's working. Will I have better luck here? Will I find a Picoball? Will I even have a lootable chest in any of these locations? We will find out. Quantum drive off. Coming in, looking for those flashing lights. Sometimes if you hit F4, an external view, you can see a bit further or a bit better, but we can already see the lights here. There's a passive asteroid just came up quickly from beside me, and we passed it. Gonna land to the right here, where that ramp is. That was not a ramp. There's the ramp. Somehow I thought the ramp was on the right, but it was the back of the building. Oop. Maybe not the best. There we go. Get nice and close so that I don't have to go far from one ramp to another. I like the little skid of my landing there. Not a lot of gravity on this moon. Still have the artifacts from the weird light issues with the renderer. Be good if you could, again, lock open some doors, but those doors actually open pretty quick. I'm not too worried about that. Look at this. Straight down, straight up. Fingers crossed, are we going to find what we're looking for? Will this video be a like 15-minute video? Let's hope. No. No lootable. No Picoball. Nothing. That's the bed. The bed on the left is the bed, I think. So it's like, ooh, there is a loot crate here. So we got one loot crate. Not a red one, but pulled my med pen out. I keep hitting C for crouch because I've been playing other games where C is crouch. You'll notice, too, I haven't lost my helmet that I found in my last video. I still have it. It's got some gifts here. You could loot those. Could loot some of the drinks, some of the attachments. You can hit tab for inventory as opposed to I like you're supposed to. That's it. That's all the loot crates. Not much at all. All right. So, I'd say Daymar was a bust. We're going to have to find another moon. Luckily, 2 more moons around this location. So, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to set a location for a new moon. I will put some of the stuff in here, but we don't really need a lot of stuff. Again, upcoming wipe. I'm not actually going to sell any of this stuff. Always grab the red cruise. The red is the best flavor, I think. But if you were trying to loot, those would be the valuable items that I would loot for making some cash. Heading now to Yella, moon number 2 of the Crusader system. Let's see what we can find at Nakamura Valley Aid Shelter. There you go. Nakamura Valley Aid Shelter. 420 kilometers away. Beautiful view of this planet and the rings around it. What an amazing view. What a beautiful moon this is. I love this moon. If you're going to do some mining, you can do some mining around there. Just avoid, you know, piracy if you can. Cool little ship coming in to Nakamura. And out of jump now. Cool down nice and quick. We're going to head to the shelter. Now this is an incredibly bright surface, so the flashing lights are not going to show up as easily when looking for this, so that's when using the jump drive to give you that marker currently is one of the best options, because look at how reflective the surface of this planet is. Also, look at the asteroid belt, the ring just there to the right. Awesome. Awesome. It looks so cool. Oh, I really love it. I think it looks amazing. So, jump drive off. We know roughly where we're aiming for. If you don't know, if you forgot, you can just tap B again and turn it on, and that'll bring that marker back up. But I think it's this way. Now we're getting some issues with the... There we go. I had to turn on just real quick, just a brief thing, because this windshield's getting kind of blurry due to the weather. We can land on the left here. Again, we're coming from the same direction as last time. Again, just a single building. It'll be a quick search. A quick fingers crossed. Did we get anything search? We're going to land on a piece of structure. There we go. Better. Better. Turn my engines off again. I haven't had issues with this ship blowing around in the wind, thankfully. Although I haven't been on super windy areas, so maybe that might be an issue other places. You don't need much to look for this Picoball. All you need is an undersuit and a helmet. I mean, a lot of the places you're not going to last a long time if you're out for a long time, but really, you park close, you run in, you run out. Nothing to worry about. But just remember your helmet so you don't, you know, suffocate and die trying to find your way. Besides, there's no guarantee you're going to find any loot crates with any helmets in them. So even if you get into the shelter, you might be stuck there. No loot crate there. Oh, there's one on the left, but we're going to look. No Picoball. Nothing. Let's check this out. Let's see what's in here. Anything worth looting in here? A jacket is always worth money. Med guns are always worth money. Grab those, sell those. Anything else here? No, I don't need the drink, but if I was selling things, I'd grab all those med guns. Again, not much here. That is it. Oh, no, I saw the red for a second. That is it. Not much in this shelter. Another bust. Looks like Yella is becoming just as disappointing as Daymar and Aberdeen. But, you know, we still got Talarine Divide, I believe it's called. We'll go for that next. Hopefully, we'll find something there. The one thing I do wish is that there was a little food processing or some food, like how the C8X currently has food. Ooh, I must have looted and just kind of stuck things in local here before, because look at all the stuff here. I got some pants, I got some med guns, there was some like multi-tools there. So definitely I found some better stuff there before. That might have been when I was doing my my search for the Halloween masks. And I was just looting and leaving things, but just trying to find masks. Not a lot of luck here, though. Not today. So we're going to go... Where did I say? Talarine Drive. That's where my next one is. So we're going to go check out Crusader on Yella. Let's try to find it. There's Nakamura. That's where we are. Talarine Divide Aid Shelter. Right there. Set route. Not too far. Look at the hydrogen and quantanium of this ship. This is why I'm absolutely certain they're going to nerf this thing, because I have hardly used any in all my flying. Trying to check out the VTOL just to kind of see what it's like. Hit K to toggle those, although when you go into a jump, they automatically face forwards. But if you're wanting to lift off on heavier gravity, hopefully they kind of make things a little harder to lift off. But I doubt it. They're They're making Orson easier to get to and leave now. They've reduced the atmosphere of Crusader, which I think is a huge mistake. You should make it longer, in my opinion. It is a gas giant. It should be a reason you go there, that you want to go there, that you need to kind of decide that it's worth your investment to go there. Make it more worth it. Make some things really awesome there. Make some prices for items for trade really, really good there. But make it farther. It's a gas giant. The moons are small, planets are medium, and gas giants should be massive. But that doesn't seem to be the thing. But look at it, does look beautiful up there. And here we are. Now for a split second I thought, oh my god, is that the landing pad? But that's just a lake because we are definitely too high up. So once the quantum drive has finished spooling, it's going to show, there you go. Talarine Divide, Aid Shelter, 20 kilometers away. Yeah, they should make the things in this game take longer, not shorter to do. Now I understand people are testing things and people don't like to test it, but also, I mean, tough. It's just like when people say, you know, it should be harder for somebody to make money in this game, and it shouldn't be easy just to like passively trade and just not take part of the other game loops, which is why I'm fine with piracy. I'm fine with that, but I think the reduction of the distance of the atmosphere of Orson from its original even was a mistake, and now it's even apparently in the upcoming patch a lot shorter. So we're gonna have to see what it's like when I actually fly into it. Does it still feel like you're flying in a big gas giant, or does it just feel like any other planet? We will see. All right, where is the ramp? We're on the back of the building. So let's fly here. I've kind of reduced my speed a little bit too much, but I think it's better than me, you know, crashing too hard. Come right on over. Perfect. Right there. Looks good. I haven't. Now I'm gonna to jinx myself, but I haven't forgotten to put my landing gear down yet. That is a bit of a shock to me. No artifacts from lighting here. That's good. I love these little yellow windows on the side. Kind of a nice touch. I didn't notice right away when I first was checking out the cutter. I don't like that that's a little button you push instead of the giant green open button, which matches the open button you push on some ships like the Crusader ships. So kind of a weird change. That big touch panel that says open. Someone mentioned this, and I read this in one of the comments. Oh, a red loot crate! Yes, finally found a red loot crate. Will there be anything in there? First of all, no Picoball. Nothing. Just to check. I don't think they go over there, but red loot crate. Red loot crate. A helmet. Oh, one of the horned helmets. They got the little hollow horns on them. Let's put that on. So let's drag that over. So you can see it's got like the little like 3D there horns. Let's get a different view. There we go. See, it's got like the little like holographic horns on them. That's kind of a cool helmet. One of the subscriber flare helmets, but I'm gonna keep on. I said I'd wear this one until I lose it by death or the wipe. Another loot crate here, gray loot crate. Again, C is not crouch. Hold R to put that away so you don't accidentally give yourself a med pen and use it up. There's like a ready up helmet. There's some multi-tools here, some gloves. Not a lot there that I really need at the moment. And that's it. Well, at least I found a red crate. There is an improvement for what we're finding here. So what was I talking about? I've already forgotten. Oh, it was somebody said... oh, my brain is turned off. Hopefully I'll remember. I hope I remember. It was a comment that someone made in a video, and I got so distracted that I can't recall what it was. That's really annoying. That is how my brain works. On the weekend, everything gets shut off from the long work days. I'm gonna have to think about that for a second. Heading up. I'm gonna leave this location here. Going now. I think that's it. I think there's no more locations here. Yeah. I'm gonna think about that. Figure out where we go next. We're gonna now head to Selin. We've looted everything that I could think of to loot on this location. We're gonna hope for only an improvement. I mean, we had one red loot crate there. So exciting, in fact, that it made me forget what I was about to say. Hopefully, as we leave the atmosphere of one moon and head to the another, which you can see here is nice and quick, we will remember what that is, and then I can continue my thought. But Selin has 2 locations, Ashburn and Mogote. I'm not sure what the name is, which, like, what you would call it, but we're going to head to Ashburn first and find hopefully something there. Ashburn down in the dark, that's okay, that'll be fine. We can just fly there, and if it's too dark, although it doesn't look too dark, this ship does have lights, although the lights are kind of, I find, overpowering if it's at all foggy. Also, I do like how they kind of slowly glow up and then take a while to like turn off. They don't just switch on and off immediately in this ship. I think that's kind of a cool design choice, almost like a really hot halogen light. But coming in straight down, again, it looks like atmosphere is working on this planet, or this moon I should say, which is really cool. But you can see the distance that we are away and the distance on our altitude is almost identical, because we are coming in almost straight up and down. We're at maybe about 15 degrees, 20 degrees off. So we're a little bit upside down here, but that's okay. Coming straight in, trying not to plow into the surface. Oh, there's someone here. Someone here. Am I going to have to avoid Ashburn? I'm going to point up first because I'm not slowing down fast enough. I am coming in a little bit hot, but we still got plenty of time. We're about 1,000 up. Alright, here we go. Let's see who here. It's another cutter. Another new person playing. Another new person in the verse. Makes me a little less worried if it's a cutter. I mean, it may be someone like me flying around who's been playing a while, but it's definitely not, you know, it's not a Scorpius or the typical pirate ship. So it might be someone just kind of exploring and looting. Let's see, who is it? Who's here? Who's here? Jared the Terrible. Well, I mean, that doesn't bode well for you not being a pirate. But again, it's just a cutter. We are in an armistice-free zone, so I am... Ooh. Jared. There's your body. Are you unconscious? I might be able to help this person. Let's go help them. Let's go save this person who has maybe fallen on the stairs. My ship did fling them around a bit. Hopefully I didn't kill you, Jared. I can't see... Oh, there's your body. We could try scanning it and seeing how you're doing, but I'm just going to land. I mean, I probably can loot a med tool in this place if I don't have one on me, but I do have my med pens on me. Let's see if we can turn this into a rescue mission, everyone. This is excited. This is exciting. Excited. This is excited. Exciting. Those are all words, right? Let's go. Let's go. I do have a med pen. Do we have anything local? I haven't looted this place before, so no. So we don't have any med guns on us available, but I do have the med pen. We could also look for med guns in there if I somehow mess it up and just heal myself in front of you. But let's go. Let's go find you. Where are you? Where are you? I saw you. Somewhere. Somewhere? Body? Oh, there you are. You. Oh, you're not wearing a helmet. You are not alive. You don't need this anymore. Thanks, Jared. Good luck in the future. Hopefully that's not someone that he just shot in this door, and that my karma for stealing that will be, death. No. Oh, there's a red loot crate. Red loot crate. 2 red loot crates. And a Picoball? No, no Picoball. 3 red loot crates. You see that? Yes! Oh, med pen again. Again. Loot. What is this? Ooh, the red version of the helmet I just found. Some cool arms. We got some gifts here. This is, I mean, no Picoball, but finally some useful loot crates. Something that are kind of cool. Let's go check out this one. I was doing some thinking. My last video I said you can sometimes find guns. I don't know if you can find guns at the aid shelter. Now that I'm not finding any in any of these crates, maybe they're only in places like if you go to like Jumptown, you can loot guns there. I still thought if you were in non-armistice zone that you might get them. That might be the case. Now again, no Picoball. But we did find 3 red loot crates and a failed rescue. Oh, there's a gray one here. 4 loot crates in this one location. That's it. Not a lot here. Poor Jared, dead outside the door, but his death brought us good luck. So thank you for that. I'm going to jump ahead. We're going to go to Mogote, whatever it's called. We're going to go there. There's a med gun. We could have helped you if you were still alive, if you were wearing your helmet. I don't know where your helmet was. That's why you should always leave. Make sure you have a helmet on, because I'm assuming if what happened is this person left from a hangar or from a planet. It's like, I'm good to go, and then they left. So we're going to jump ahead. We're going to go to our next moon. I said next moon. What I meant is next location, which is Mogote. We're going to call it Mogote. I'm not 100% sure on how to pronounce. I'm not even sure if it's Yela or Yella for some of the moons, but for this one here, Selin, I feel is pretty accurate. But we've left our poor friend and his ship behind. Luckily, it's a cutter. He's going to claim that in 1 minute and be able to get back into the verse with a new white undersuit and a helmet. Keep your helmet on. That's the issue with the hangars as opposed to the pads like Port Olisar, is you might not even realize you're not wearing a helmet until you get out on a moon, and by then sometimes it's too late. So I'm guessing they were running towards the airlock doors and just didn't make it in time. It isn't a horrible plan to try to run into a POI and see if there's a helmet and a loot crate if you're dying already, but it's better to get back into your ship. Although when they have kind of the air system working, you're gonna know right away as soon as you hit open on your ramp, and it sucks all the air out of your spaceship. So we're only 14.3 there, 13.6, 12. We're heading in there. We're heading in 10k away. I'm guessing it's on the other side of this kind of volcanic looking mountaintop here. Not a lot of passive asteroids showing up on any of these trips here. Again, I just noticed, look at how much Quantanium I've used so far and all this flying around. This is ridiculous. I think, unless, even if they've kind of nerfed it, I'm going to give this a go. The cutter, I think, is going to be my starting ship when I start in the wipe 3.18. I'm going to use the cutter and just go around looting for the first little while and seeing what I can find. And this ship is going to allow me to do that without really using any hydrogen or Quantanium. It is ridiculous. I cannot believe the current fuel economy that this ship is showing. We're going to land here. We actually arrived at the front of the location this time as opposed to from behind. Landed in here. I'm going to land. There we go. Change my angle just a little bit. Kind of on a slant, but that doesn't really matter too much. Beautiful. Not too far to go. I love jumping on moons. Into the airlock, and the airlocks are responding nice and quick on this server, which is great to see. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. No loot crate. Gray loot crate. No Picoball. At all. No loot crate. No loot crates. No loot crates. One gray loot crate. Not as good as the last one, for sure, but we're going to find something here. If I was looting, I'd grab those multi-tool attachments. I'd grab the multi-tools. Maybe the gloves might be worth something. Some of the food if you need it. I don't tend to buy a lot of... I don't tend to loot a lot of food anymore as much as I loot the cruise. The cruise gives you protein and hydration, so you can kind of do 2 birds with 1 stone type thing. So I think that's a good thing to loot. And again, always loot the red. The red tastes the best. Heading in here, we're going to go back onto our ship. So that is it. We checked out Daymar, we checked out Yella, checked out Selin. We are now heading towards Microtech. That will be our 3rd and final location. Now, unlike what we were just doing where we're looting all the moons, we're going to be looting a planet. 2 locations on this planet. which means if we don't find anything at the first location and we want to check that last location to see if we fail or if we succeed in getting ourselves a Picoball, it's going to be a bit longer because we're going to have to fly out of the atmosphere of a planet, which takes a lot longer than a moon. So we're going to fly into Microtech, and we're going to go to 2 locations here, Port Wain and Caljoun Pass. So we are now in the atmosphere of Microtech, heading to our first location, Port Wain Emergency Shelter. Really hopeful. We're down to the last 2. I really hope I do find a Picoball. If not, at least we've had fun kind of exploring, kind of just bombing around the verse. And I would like to point out, I went from Area 18 to Hurston to Crusader to Microtech, and I have used less than like 1/8 of my Quantanium fuel. This is ridiculous. Again, I am loving the cutter as far as a starter ship. It is cool. And I'm not even doing the stuff that it's really designed for. Small hauling. I could be doing package deliveries while looting, but I wouldn't really be doing package deliveries to too many aid shelters. And again, my goal here is just to find something unique and different. There's also other things that you can find in this game that are unique. Some like artifacts, some like old badges and things like that. This looks odd. I wasn't even really paying attention. I should say, to the fact that I was flying upside down. It's very dark here. There we go. That looks a lot better. We got some trees and forest down there. The forests don't look as dense as they used to. Kind of a foggy atmosphere. I can see the lights there of where I'm heading, but having the lights of my ship on wasn't really helpful. You can see here. That looks cool. What a beautiful shot that is. Oh, awesome. There it is down there. Lots of snow and clouds blowing around in the atmosphere there. You can see why you need an aid shelter here, because it is harsh. See there, when you turn the lights on and off, they kind of just fade out. That's kind of neat. Let's go check this out. Open the door. Open this next door. I cannot wait till you get to like repair and change components physically. That'll be fun. Ooh, I lined that up pretty good. Ooh, I took a bit of damage. Twisted my ankle coming off that slippery ramp, I suppose. What are we going to see? What are we going to find? Come on, we got 2 left. What are the chances? What are the chances? Let's look. No. That I'm getting disheartened. But, you know, we got to keep going. You can't give up, right? We cannot give up. Nothing there, nothing there. Nothing. Oh. There is something there. But, I mean, not much. We got another med gun and multi-tools. We got some red crews. You know, jacket, because it's cold out. Always grab the red crews. There we go. I'm going to carry that with me. That looks cool. Oh, that's nice. Snowy and blowy outside. Cold night. You want to hang out in the shelter. Be warm. This is where we are. We're going to find ourselves the next place. Next place is Caljoun. Where is Caljoun? Where is it? It's on here somewhere. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. We're at Port Wain, and we need to find Caljoun. There it is. Oh. Nope. I definitely clicked Shub in there. How do I clear it? Do it this way. Let's aim a bit better. No. This is... Oh, I can't wait till they fix this. How do we... Yes! Can't set the route. Can't set it. That's alright. At least I have it selected now. That'll make it a bit better. That's it, everyone. Last chance to find our quest for a Picoball. Last chance. Didn't hurt my ankle. Oh, didn't hurt my ankle there. That's good. But now I can't use the ramp. There we go. We'll get in. Hopefully, it's nicer. Now, I believe Calhoun is actually a nice place. I believe it is kind of lush and green. It is not quite as harsh as where we just were. We're going to go check that place out. Fingers crossed we'll find something cool. And that cool thing, I hope, is a Picoball. Still can't set it, eh? Let's get into space. So we're going to fly up, going to point up. We're going to fly into space. There's more upright. There we go. Now, you can see here, it's going to take us a while to be able to jump. We'll spool it up. Coming into Calhoun, upside down again. Ooh, look at the sun come around the horizon as we did that. And it looks like it might be daytime. Yes, daytime. 500 away. Using the jump drive definitely speed things up. Although, it is possible to get anywhere without a jump drive, more or less. I don't really see someone easily making it from Microtech to Hurston without a jump drive. Although, if there's a way that you could avoid timing out, being AFK and letting your ship coast, it is possible, I guess. It'll just take, I don't know how long. Would it take years? Maybe. Caljoun Pass. We're flying overhead. We're about 21 kilometers out. Beautiful sunny day. It's going to be a nice lush green forest we land in. It is kind of a cool place. It's got like a green forested area. It's got a little clearing. This cool big rock precipice over top. Heading down in there, hoping that we're going to find the quest, because this is, I believe, my last chance on this server to find a Picoball. If I do not find one here, I do not think I have any other options. So this is going to be my last option. I'm going to try here. If I don't find one, I'll just have to try again some other time. I'll maybe try the server hopping method and show you that. But it's been a fun journey. So thank you if you are still watching for making it this far in the journey. But we're only 9,000 kilometers away from our final destination here of the Caljoun Pass. Little clearing you can see in there. Again, the trees used to be, in my opinion, I think they used to be a little more dense. But they're not too bad. They look better from the surface than when you're like up this high. They do kind of fill in as a forest, but from up here, I think they need more variety so you don't have, 4,000 identical triangles. I'd like to see some various types of trees or some like different sizes or like widths of trees. There's the little rock on the right that I was talking about that you can kind of like check out the pass below. Little clearing. The building hasn't popped into view yet, but the lights and the tower at least are. Is it not going to work? What's happening? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Let's go land. Should I try landing on that rock? Nah. Let's go. Yeah. Landing gear down, and that marks a successful journey of me not landing on the belly of my ship. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to think. I don't know what's going to occur. I don't know how successful I'm going to be. Let's go. Oh! Oh! I just remembered what I was talking about. I was talking about the fact that someone posted that they don't like that the button panels say open even when the ramp is closed. Like, it should be changed to state. It should show you closing, closed, opening, open. I agree. Why can't they change those panels? Why can't they do that? I agree. That was what I was trying to remember before, and I had totally forgot. So glad I remembered. Oh my god, I was so distracted that I when I saw that red thing. I got distracted again because look at it is a Picoball. I found a Picoball. That is the first Picoball I have ever seen. Oh, I can't inspect it. Can I look at it this way? Oh! Oh my god. I'm so glad I remembered what I was about to say before I saw the Picoball. I would never have brought it back up again. Look at this. I can't show you the face because I'm holding it in the way my chest armor, but I'm super happy. Super happy. Yes! Oh, I found one. I cannot believe I found one. That is a Picoball. Shows up as placeholder, and it's how many SU? 8,400. That's a lot of SU. I should be able to put it in my backpack, though, so I can bring it safely home. There's another loot box here. Not a red one, but we're not going to complain about that because I found a loot. I found a Picoball. That's awesome. Some red crews. Grab the red crews. All this fruit. I mean, if you really want to make some money, you can grab everything out of there and sell it, but it's just, that's a lot of work. Oh, so happy. Amazing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring him home. I'm going to take that Picoball. I'm going to bring him home. He's going to be in my ship. Maybe I'll put him down somewhere. That's one thing I've noticed. My last video, I put some of the bottles down and taking the ship in and out of storage, playing with them. The bottles have stayed. They're still in the ship. So I can put things down, and maybe they'll last. They'll just kind of hang out. So I can put it in the vehicle. Yeah. Might as well grab some other stuff since I'm bringing things back now. Hat, some crews, some Lux or whatever it's called, jacket, some shoes. You know, cool. Can I put him in my backpack? Do I need to? I don't know. We're just going to fly. We're going to fly back. We're going to head into space. We're going to go back to Hurston. We're going to bring our Picoball home. Flying all the way back to Hurston. We are now at Hurston. We made it. We just got to get ourselves to Everest Harbor, which is around the corner there. But look at my fuel. I have hardly used any hydrogen, hardly used any quantanium. Let's aim here at orbital marker 3. Calibrate is done. Flying to orbital marker 3. We are almost to Everest Harbor. Home free. Where's Everest Harbor? Still over there. Still got to fly around. Orbital marker 5. Let's aim at that. Calibrate. And done. Orbital marker 5. Can we get to Everest from there? Let's turn around. Where is Everest? Still can't. Orbital marker 4. Calibrate. I mean, this is taking a while, but we'll get there. Home stretch, everybody. We have succeeded. Orbital marker 4. And rotate. Where is Everest Harbor? Lower? Higher? There it is. There it is. Home. 888.2 kilometers. Calibrate, and we are off. And uh-oh. Oh, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. What's happening? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to wait a bit, and hopefully it's going to come back. Hopefully this is going to recover. I don't know what's happened, but we've got a super crash here. A super, something's paused. Uh-oh. Okay, hopefully we're going to get this stored, and we've made it.